So your job is shut down, you're not making any money, and you still need to pay the bills. So what do? Well, hey, listen to this, because this is the steps that you need to do in order to help pay the bills that you just can't pay right now because, well, it's out of your control. And it's not your fault, and you shouldn't be held responsible for it, and you shouldn't be detrimented for it. That's just fair. So, as it sounds like my upstairs neighbors are murdering each other, millions of Americans will soon run out of money. Here's how to deal with the bills that you cannot pay. There is help out there. Municipalities have help. The federal government has help coming, but you gotta ask for it. So listen up. This thing has affected the global economy, and millions of Americans now out of work are trying to figure out what to do with no paycheck coming in. And millions of Americans living paycheck to paycheck. This could be devastating. So listen up and share this, because people need to know what to do. Hourly employees who worked at small businesses that are now closed or running on a skeleton crew will take the brunt of the blow, feeling the financial pain sooner and more deeply than full-time employees with paid sick leave and other benefits. A lot of people don't have a safety net right now, said Bruce McClary, the Vice President of Communications at the National Foundation for Credit Counseling. About 40% of all Americans do not have savings enough to cover a $400 emergency. What are they going to do if they have weeks of reduced work or no work at all? If? More a matter of when for millions and millions of Americans. It is scary to see the bills piling up and no money coming in, but do not panic. Take a breath. Sit down, relax, woosah, and start looking for the things that you can do to ease that financial strain you're feeling. Some relief is already in place. Different municipalities have different things in play. The federal government is coming up with things if they can ever agree on it, and if the Democrats would ever frickin' buckle and agree with anybody. Oh my God, Trump and the progressives even agree on it, and the frickin' Pelosi and dipshit can't agree on it. Pull your head out of your asses, Pelosi, and it's not about Orange Man bad. It's not about defeating Trump. It's about helping the American people. How's that? Here's some examples of things that you can do. The Congress did pass the Families First, that thing going around the world, Response Act, which President Donald Trump signed into law Wednesday night. It ensures paid emergency leave for those who are infected or caring for a family member with illness, plus additional unemployment benefits. And I will try. I'm not sure how to do it, but I will try to put the links for all of these in the description box below. The Families First Coronavirus Response Act. If you have a family member who's ill, or you have to take care of a family member who's ill, and you have to take 2 weeks off, the government will pay for it. The Department of Housing and Urban Development is suspending all home foreclosures and evictions until the end of April. Some governors and mayors also have issued emergency measures to prevent evictions during this crisis, which doesn't make it go away. It just means it is suspended. Numerous utilities across the country have agreed to curtail shutting off and waive late fees. Some credit card companies are waiving late payment fees and interest charges. Take care of that that credit card bill now. No interest charges. Social service agencies are providing food, emergency housing, and heating vouchers, as well as counseling for those who are having a hard time coping. Check with your local United Way to find out what's happening in your community. The IRS, the tax line has been extended for paying federal taxes until July. Returns still need to be filed by April, though. So don't sit on your butts and not do taxes. Do your taxes. Do your part. Some states with income taxes are offering relief. The American Institute of CPAs has a list of what states are doing. And again, I will try as best I can with limited knowledge. Put all those links in the description below. So hopefully you can just click on it and get the information you need. Communication is critical right now. Aha! What we're doing right now. You see that? You're critical. Whether you have savings or not, McClary told NBC News better, you need to reach out to your credit card issuer and other lenders. You need to have a very frank discussion about where you are financially, because these lenders are working on ways to help people during this difficult time, but they may not be publishing the details. In other words, ask and ye shall receive. Stay silent and ye shall be deceived. That is why it's important for you to reach out proactively and ask questions. Ask questions, ask questions, ask questions. If you are having a financial time, you call whatever it is you need to call, and you say, hey, here is exactly what's going on. Don't beat around the bush. just let them know. Just let them have it. This is the way it is. Polite, obviously, but this is the way it is. I can't pay this bill. What can we do? What can we do? And again, I will post links to those resources above in the description box below. If you don't ask questions, you could wind up in a bad situation. Yeah. And that's kind of with everything. I mean, anytime there's anything going on, you want to ask questions. I mean, why are you going to stick your head in the sand? I know plenty of people who are suffering financially, and they take a hit, and something happens, and they refuse to call the credit card company. Okay, I came up from homelessness, eating out of dumpsters to survive, and now I've got excellent credit, and I've got a credit card company, and one of the things that I've done is not be scared to call them and say, hey, you know what, there's this thing, and I can't pay it. What can we do? What can we do? Can we split the payments? Can we, extend out the payment time, the terms? What can we do to make it easier? And if you're honest and open with them, my experiences, most of the time, they help. But I know plenty of people that run into these issues, and they say, well, that's just it. I'm just going to deal with it. I'm just going to roll over and deal with whatever life bitch slaps me with. And my response is no. When life bitch slaps me, I bitch slap it right back. Twice as hard. Anyways, that's what I got for you on this one. I will give those links in the description bar below, and if they are not, then, well, I'm obviously technically inept. But we will see what I can do. I love you guys. You guys stay informed, and I will see you guys on the next one.